Yeah, if you are traveling, though, you might run into some rain the next few days. We have the monsoon moisture coming back in. Even some gusty winds this afternoon, strong winds around the Sunport. Here's clouds radar the last few hours. You notice we have had showers and storms more concentrated today, a little farther west than they have been the last few days. Instead of being in the eastern and southern counties, a little bit farther kind of west and southwest. But showers and storms, not so much right in Albuquerque. There was a little bit, but especially over the mountains. If we look there, if we zoom in, the latest radar you can see over the last hour. We did have a dust storm warning for a while in Albuquerque, but most of the rain's kind of been either over the Sandias to the east or off to the west in the mountains as you get toward Catron County and in the Socorro County. So pretty quiet in the metro area right now. There is a flood advisory in some of the mountains here of western Socorro County. So kind of watch over the mountain areas. There could be some heavy rain still lingering this evening. It's possible still that something may drift into the metro area, say maybe before 8 o'clock. But right now, still in the mountains. And to the north, we have some heavy rain in and around the mountains, Sangre de Cristos, and some of these burn scars. So flash flood warnings in effect west of Las Vegas in the mountains until 8 p.m. and a new one just issued north of it there near Mora. So kind of watch, again, for some heavy rain in the mountains the next few hours this evening. Flood watches are also in effect for many of the mountains until midnight. The winds were getting pretty gusty and still coming in through the canyons and across Albuquerque and some of the nearby areas. Gusts right now 55 miles per hour. They were actually in the 60s last hour. And if you look at the time lapse, this is from about noon to 5 p.m., and showers and storms were in the Sandias and to the east. A little bit of it occasionally made it to the Sunport there, but most of it stayed mostly out of the city. But I think tomorrow's another chance to maybe see a shower or storm, but temperatures being held down a bit more because of the clouds and rain again. So highs in the low 80s tomorrow in and around Albuquerque. You'll probably spend most of the afternoon maybe falling back into the upper 70s if we do get a shower or storm in the area. So the flood outlook, this is the general outlook issued by the Weather Prediction Center, and really anywhere in the state has at least the small chance, the low-end chance on that scale. If you think of the scales like 1 to 4, we're on the low-end chance tomorrow for some heavy rain. Makes it all the way to the Four Corners area, maybe over toward Apache County, Arizona, to help out with that fire. There could be a brief downpour. But Tuesday, we should start off pretty quiet in the morning, but like today, showers and storms could start to build up in the afternoon, but the moisture is creeping westward. So the western counties and into Arizona may have a little bit better chance of a shower or storm tomorrow. But really anywhere there could be a brief heavy downpour and at least maybe some minor flooding if you do get caught in a heavy storm. So tomorrow, again, temperatures pushed down a bit because of the clouds and rain, a lot more 70s and 80s on the forecast. Then on Wednesday, still the heavy rainfall threat will be around. It may shift farther west and kind of south, but you see there is forecast to be an area of maybe some heavy rain in the southern counties and toward the Gila region. So highs on Wednesday still kept a little bit cooler because of the rain, a lot of 70s and 80s. But again, the heavy rainfall threat is mostly shifting toward the southern counties and into Arizona. But the forecast rainfall the next few days, again, don't concentrate on specific numbers, but everyone at least has a chance to maybe pick up a little bit of rain just here and there and maybe a few heavy downpours. Southern New Mexico tomorrow looking for temperatures mostly 70s and 80s. Showers and storms could pop up by afternoon. Roswell mostly in the 70s and 80s, but the heat comes back by the weekend as we see a drying trend. So after about Thursday, things kind of dry out. Northern New Mexico, same trend as well. Showers and storms possible tomorrow afternoon, 70s and 80s in the forecast. And Farmington, 91 tomorrow, 89 on Wednesday, but hotter and drier by the weekend. Las Vegas also mainly warmer and drier by the weekend. In the North Mountains, 70s and 60s in the highest of elevations. But again, a shower or storm could pop up here and there. It could be briefly heavy tomorrow. Santa Fe's rain chances 60% tomorrow and Wednesday, 50% on Thursday. Then we start to dry it out by the weekend. East Mountains saw some showers and storms today. Could see a few more tomorrow with temperatures mostly in the 70s for highs. The south end of the metro area mostly back in the 80s and around the metro area, mainly low to mid 80s. But again, a shower or storm could pop up by afternoon. Rio Rancho in the next 7 days, highs mostly in the 80s, but then again, a hotter and drier stretch by the weekend. Same thing for Albuquerque. We're looking for the rain chances at 40% Tuesday and Wednesday, even into Thursday. Then for the 4th of July, hopefully a dry day for the holiday weekend, but it gets a little bit hotter for the weekend as well. We'll keep tracking that for you and any more rain coming up this evening.